we look at Jesus and we think somehow we're supposed to imitate him. And that's true, we are. We're supposed to, we got the famous book from a campus, The Imitation of Christ. We are supposed to imitate him. But at the same time, Jesus is the eternal Son of God, and you and I are dust. Okay? He is he who is, you and I are he and she who is not. So what we need to do then is we need to know him so as to learn how it is we're supposed to live. And that's why the Gospels in particular are so essential. If nothing else today, as a goal for your own prayer anyway, decide today that if you don't regularly read the Gospels, you will begin tonight. Otherwise, how do you know who you're talking to when you pray? We need regularly to encounter the Lord as he reveals himself in his word, especially in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, so that we can watch him interact with people, watch him live, watch him be generous, watch him heal, watch him forgive, so that we'll know, first of all, when we're talking to him, who it is we're talking to, have ever greater confidence, but also how it is we're supposed to interact amongst ourselves. So, again, we need to go back to Scripture where we learn from the Lord how to live. How did Jesus live? Does Jesus just pray all day long? Jesus does not pray all day long. He slept, he ate, he drank, he played, he worked, he rested. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus weren't three statues. They had real lives. Imagine the discussions that Jesus must have had with Mary and Joseph as they tried to tell him of the origins of his birth, and then as he gets older, he starts talking to them, well, let me tell you a few things. Imagine the discussions that they had at home in Nazareth. I know for myself and for most of us, we don't even consider this because we have these very plastic images of the Holy Family. But they weren't plastic. They were full of hope and full of life and full of desires. So Jesus then shows us how to live all of human life. One of the most significant teachings in the Second Vatican Council was not that, the priest now turns around and looks at the people and has turned his back on the Lord, or that we say Mass in English. That was not the point of the council. Those are all included in the council. We saying Mass in the vernacular. But the significance of the council is, in many ways, really summed up in Jesus Christ fully reveals man, or man and woman, the whole human person, to himself. In watching Jesus, you and I learn how to live. Let me say that again. In watching Jesus, you and I learn how to live. Perhaps a question for you to reflect on today is, do you and do I know how to live? Is your life genuinely human?